start in their respective warp gates. We've got the Alpha and the Omega teams color-coded in red and blue respectively. Blues are no construction, no Colossus, and no bastions. Wow, that is massive. That are crossing the road. My God, this is a slaughterhouse. It's not enough.
Well. Hello and welcome everybody. We are in the fourth round of Outfit Wars Miller 2023. Today we will see two confrontations. The first one will be OHB versus Ruin, a TR matchup, so Mozzie on Mozzie action, which will be interesting. And then followed by Chimp versus KOTV, where we probably jump into the later 20 minutes of the match. Both very exciting, as the bottom 4 of the top 8 are basically still in contests, and everyone can make it depending on the wins and the points. So this is very interesting. My name is Senior Brother Ro. As before, my co-cast for today would be Glyn. Once again, that's what I wanted to say. Sorry about that. I had a DM right now. Hey Glenn, how you doing? I know you are on, what's that called in English? When you're put on a machine to survive? Life support?
Life support.
Yeah, because Glyn has no power cable and is running on the rest of this, what is it, like 30 minutes? So
the laptop's battery is ticking. That's certainly the case.
Yeah. So yeah, if we happen to notice that Glyn is quiet and suddenly leaves TeamSpeak, then we know he is out of power. But thank you anyway for taking your time to co-cast with me. And yeah, let's have a little look at the match itself. By this time, everyone should be aware of the rules. I don't think we have to repeat them that much. Quick reminder about the bases, and then we can head into the game. Alrighty, now we should be all on the same page when it comes to the bases and their design. Not as if you haven't seen them a lot of times in the past weekends. But yeah, right now we have Ruin sitting on 48 out of 48 people and OHB 47 out of 48. Glenn, who do you think will win this?
I'd love to say that Ruin is going to win this, and I'd love to say that OHB is amazing that they managed to get 48 people.
Oh yeah, now 48. So 2 complete teams. It was not very clear before that OHB actually makes the numbers, but nice to see that both teams are fully manned. So your favorite is Ruin, and I will agree on that one, especially since Ruin is fighting for a spot in the top 8, because if they are not winning this one, then it gets wild when it comes to the last spots in the top 8. And they might not actually, like, there is a potential case where an outfit with only 1 win, but a lot of points get through into the bottom of top 8. But I wouldn't bet on that one. In Ruin's case, they have to win this in order to get a spot in the top 8. OHB have their 2 wins. It would be nice for them to have a 3rd win, of course. But still, they could make it through on points alone. So they must not lose that decisively on this one. So we're on the last minute. Let's switch into the game itself. So I'm sitting here on Bitter Gorge. We have 30 seconds to go. Glenn, what have you spotted in the openers? Like, will there be anything of interest?
It looks like Ruin is not interested in making this a long game.
Okay.
So normally you see, if both teams think that their air is equal, then both teams will go very, very heavily into air. So that if the other one doesn't, they get an advantage. This doesn't seem to be the case for Ruin. Ruin's gone. It looks like Ruin's going to go at least half of the people straight to the ground.
Okay. It's gonna be hard then for Ruin Air, because OHB is starting with a strong air opener here.
Well,
And off they go.
There might be a difference between air quality, so we'll see that soon.
So it's Mozzie on Mozzie action, as I've already explained. Oh, stuff didn't load in, render in. Interesting. I see lock-ons and flares being used. That is quite an interesting combo. Let's see if I can spot a bit of the stuff here. I see lots of red right now. Where are the blue Mozzies? There are the blue Mozzies. But yeah, I would say Ruin is winning this.
I can't tell this yet. It's really hard because so many Mozzies.
Yeah.
I'm seeing more Mozzies up high that are clearly Ruin. And a deployed Ruin Galaxy above the middle base.
+2 rep girls, very confident sitting over the ridge.
Setting up Sundays.
Identified
And
a
OHB
Republic
has
mosquito.
bravely decided to just try and see how they can do with pure infantry. I'm looking for a Sunday. There might be one hiding somewhere.
So yeah, air has definitely gone in Ruin's favor.
Oh, okay.
Very
OHB
convincingly.
has gone. Okay. Yeah, come to middle base.
Okay.
Middle base are behind the crystals. There's about to be a Sunday on Sunday action, as they both.
Oh yeah, I see it there.
Stay alert. Enemy hit.
Okay, this one goes down for Ruin, so the OHB Sunny is in
OHB has the
place.
Sunday.
So
We
OHB,
have 2 tanks already turned up, so I imagine that OHB Sundays are not long as well.
all timers are running in OHB favor right now.
Ooh, no, there's a comms problem. Ruin have not communicated to their tanks. What's going on?
He's trying to make his way over. I think he saw it now. Yeah, I think he saw it now, the
Yeah, but
Prowler.
he's up against infantry, so unless he gets infantry support, he's dead.
Yeah, it's getting close. They are
He's
taking
lost the
down
tank,
the
yeah.
tank. Where's the second tank? I saw more
He's on the
Prowlers
road.
here.
There's 2 tanks on the
ID
road.
enemy prowler.
Ah, yeah.
And Now one of them's going to come in the other way.
Visual on a
Ruin
hostile
has a bus on the
engineer.
southern side on the
Yeah.
middle base.
They're keeping alive, which is smart.
Also, a quick reminder for the Russian audience, chat, please keep it English only,
Rise to the moment you can
for
prevail.
the fairness of everyone watching.
The
So,
moderate.
yeah, and to moderate. We still have a ruined bus on the south side.
The timers are getting very excited. Bitter Gorge is 40 seconds, all 3 points to OHB.
And 50-50, so I guess I'm gonna head over there.
Because the air is above them. not
Ah,
because
I
of any
see.
victory. 1 point flipping.
Do Ruin have a bus here? I don't see it though.
Okay, they're speed running everything. Satcom's also 1 minute. Satcom's going first now because one of the points has been flipped on Bitter Gorge.
Yeah. Actually, second point about to be flipped now.
Very tiny numbers, I think, on Bitter Gorge, actually.
The ground pound is dealing lots of damage here in Ruin's favor.
absolutely. I honestly think if OHB fully committed to this northern lane, they'd get it, but then not got the numbers.
So, yeah, this one has flipped into Ruin's favor now entirely. 15 seconds on the clock will be the first one to fall.
And then Satcom, the tech plant, in
Oh.
30 seconds afterwards.
The ground pound got in each other's face.
God.
Okay,
The
1
tech
point
plant-
is flipping.
Yeah.
OHB seem to have a bus here, but they are too far out of contest range for the other points. I say that... No, that was a Ruin drop.
OHB is about to get tech plant with nobody sitting on the points. From either team.
Yep, I can see that. Meanwhile, OHB tried on Bitter Gorge,
Single
but failed.
dropper. If the guy dropped out of the ESF, he'd cap it.
Okay, so Bitter Gorge went to Ruin.
Oh wow. So tech plant
Mano
literally
is with
has
you.
no one on all
Do
3
not
points.
falter.
Well, sometimes it is what it is. A bit of air was above it, so
Whereas Granite Reactor is continues to just be a cluster.
yeah. Let's see, what has survived here? The bus for Ruin is still on the southern side.
Enemy heavy nearby.
The bus for OHB is still alive behind the double stack.
In the area. Enemy heavy.
However, the points are completely in favor of Ruin. OHB is completely shut down here on this side. And that's their only spawn. Like, they have to run into a big defense here by Ruin.
Okay, hydroponics. They've driven a Sunday in. There's only one guy. If he gets out of the Sunday and flips the point, he can flip the point for free on hydroponics.
Bus
Yep,
goes down for
he's flipping
OHB.
it.
2 points are flipping in OHB's favor on the middle base right now. But no, the C point is untouchable. And the middle base goes through for Ruin as well. So 2 for 1 for Ruin.
Yeah, hydroponics has been flipped basically for free. One guy walked in, having deployed the Sunday, got out and flipped the point.
Argent Pass is flipped in Ruin's favor while OHB is sitting on Bitter Gorge. OHB is reinforcing hydroponics, it seems, with...
Yeah, they should be throwing everybody on.
Oh, I believe that animal is getting stuck on a tree, but let's see.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. There's unstealth Sunday on the west corner outside.
Yeah, I can see that one.
And squads to spawn on it. And air is not here. And the second anvil's also come in, and the air's left. So hydroponics is now fully cheesed. Plus, we have a Christmas tree anvil sitting in a tree.
Here comes the Ruin approach on small stairs.
Spotted an enemy heavy medic in the area.
I think OHB is just doubling down on this, and that might be
Yeah.
another squad coming up.
I think so as well. Though Ruin is making progress on small stairs, getting flanked though from the
Okay, the
corridor.
map is... I mean, I'm sorry, folks. I know some people get upset when we look at the map all the time. The map is really interesting. Nexus Secure has got a full squad on it, unopposed. Bitter Gorge is ticking, and Argent Pass is ticking.
Yeah. The main approach here though is for OHB on hydroponics. Ruin Air has showed up above it. Ruin is making progress inside, catching the TR max for OHB off guard.
And then just walking in.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is going to
You
be
are better
the
than
pattern
this.
we will see
Show
for the rest of
them.
the game. When they want the base, they can take it. Ruin have a lib sitting over top of Nexus Secure Substation, destroying infantry.
The ruined proxy rep guilds are very comfortable sitting on the ridge, on OHB
Ruin's
ridge.
air is dropping the ball here. I mean, they just flew. OHB just flew Valkyrie straight into Nexus Secure's powerhouse and just dropped people and didn't get tall ground pounded.
Okay, yeah, that's where the majority is. The OHB offlane team here is doing a really good job on Bitter Gorge right now. I think if OHB decides to delegate all their forces over here right now, this instant, they can get Bitter Gorge. And then clear up Argent Pass.
Well, maybe, but Argent Pass is getting contested right now. They're clearing up Argent Pass.
Oh, you're right, yep.
Spotted an
So they went for the
Is there a
safe
spawn
option.
anywhere?
I'm
Yeah, there
always
is.
with
There's a
you.
spawn
Do
behind,
not
on it,
falter.
but they're not spawning on it.
enemy in the area.
Yeah, Ruin's second push in here on Argent Pass.
Eyes open.
Will, I mean, if OH beats, sorry, if Ruin is smart, they will just leave the Sunday here, not spawn in it, and then come back later.
Yeah. If it doesn't get pointed out by OHB.
However, alternative plan, OHB is sending a single light assault to gun deny them.
So OHB has decided to actually double down on Bitter Gorge. The problem is, at the same time, Ruin has locked down Nexus Secure once again. And right now, Bitter Gorge is not looking pretty for OHB.
So, I mean, I've got to salute this. I mean, OHB is doing a really good job of making sure every base that could be ticking is ticking. And they are fully set up on hydroponics again. Nexus Secure is clearly going to go through first within 40 seconds.
Yeah.
So they might be able to save one, take one, and then go back.
This is, like, timer-wise, this is a very interesting setup. So, Ruin has doubled down now once again on Argent Pass. They seem to want to go for the...
Numbers are really high there.
Yeah, it's a lot of air, a lot of tank, and a bit of infantry.
Enemy light assault in the area.
Ruins
Stay
just seem to
alert.
have
Enemy heavy.
done this right in terms of numbers. They're getting Bitter Gorge back.
You are better than this. Show them.
Have they? Nexus
Argent
Secure-
Pass is about to be cleared though. OHB has made an entrance. All the cheese outside has not helped the attackers on point to secure it.
So Nexus Secure, they're saved. but
Rise
that's-
to the moment you can
what's the rest of
prevail.
this plot now? I'm trying to work it out. Oh, it's just
Argent
quite-
Pass. Also, like, there's lots of 50-50s happening. There's a 50-50 on Substation, 50-50 on Argent Pass, and a 50-50 on Hydroponics. We drop here from Ruin on Argent Pass. We will soon switch over to Hydroponics if that thing is actually still a viable
It's
matchup.
very viable. Nexus Secure Substation, the tanks haven't been able to get rid of the Sunday purely because they're so busy being shot at by air.
Lots of OHB defenders sitting inside the point on Argent Pass. I don't think Ruin will make any entrance here.
Nexus Secure, they've just come back. Because they could never get rid of the Sunday on Nexus Secure, they're back in on point.
Okay. Yeah, there's a strong defense on Argent Pass. Let's switch over to Nexus Substation. Or a secure station, or what's it called? Something
I just
station.
want Nexus secured, but it's like a 50-50. Very small numbers.
So the biggest force or the biggest concern right now is the cap on Substation. Argent
they're
Pass is
basically
defended.
hopping back and forth between Argent
Yeah.
Pass and Nexus Secure and just getting the timers down slowly.
The timers are ticking against OHB right now on the map.
I think they finally killed the Ruin Sunday, which they needed to do.
Ruin air above Substation. I
Victory
wonder, did
has
OHB
not
give up
eluded us.
entirely on
Fight
the air?
hard.
I don't see...
Yeah, I mean, what they've been doing is just
Yeah,
letting
I
the
see.
air get excited on doing ground pound and then just dropping behind them.
Yeah, there isn't much action in the sky itself, but the defenders on OHB side are undermanned here right now. Like,
Do
They
you want
need
to
more
see
people.
a truly heroic Sunday? If you go to OHB's warp gate, literally 5 feet outside of the bubble, it's sitting there anti-airing.
I can see it, yeah. Very
Okay,
brave.
breach. They breached in. Rune's back in and just took it again. So,
On Argent Pass?
no, next secure. They flipped the point for a few seconds with 2
Ah,
people,
okay.
but then they got destroyed.
Stay alert. Enemy medic spotted.
Yeah, the spawn room is not the answer, folks.
No.
Running that is not going to work.
The endeavor here for OHB on substation is too steep.
Spotted an enemy heavy.
They need a change. Ruin has overpop here, has air buff. They are stuck on the building next to the bridge. Is there anything happening? Top is a bit equalizing now.
Don't recommend
We have
doing
actually a few OHBs sitting on small stairs. They could make an entrance. They cannot wait for long. The ground pound is hammering them down here on small. Good flank here on door 3 from Ruin. More drops on
the
small.
opposing team is with very tiny numbers.
Oh,
cut back
big
on-
push here, door 1 now. OHB. Trying to get in, 19 seconds to go.
Eyes open.
They need to make an entrance. Now or never, 10
I'm
seconds to
seeing the
go.
push, but I'm seeing us dying.
Why are they going big stairs? Guys, you need to go into the lobby. Lobby's being pushed. 5 seconds, 4 seconds.
The disconnect. I think it's half the squad's gone somewhere else.
Ah, it's going for Ruin. No resonates in time for OHB. Those resonates come too late right now. They will
might
be
be
able to
able-
flip it back. But
If they would have gone
now,
on point, they got it.
yeah, but now they are really on the back foot here. I don't think there was a back cap on Nexus Alpha. I think the timer switched immediately the moment the base cap
Hydroponics
triggered.
still got a timer, so they in theory could go for the throat if they just dumped the entire platoon in hydroponics.
Well, that is true. Argent Pass has been resolved. Only a Liberator buff and
Ruin is well aware, and they put a squad there and said, no, we don't want a timer on hydroponics ever.
yeah. I mean, they can shut down the southern lane the moment that timer goes to 0.
Ooh, no, I take it back. Is that a live timer on hydroponics? Is that one guy?
I see it in red, yeah, for 1 minute 45. OHB, if OHB gets
Yeah, it's
about...
one guy who's taking the space down.
Okay, so Ruin is clearing up substation right now. But if OHB sees that, they should double down on hydroponics right this instant. Of
I'm
course, how
always
do you
with
get
you.
there so
Without
fast? So
falter.
that's a bit of an issue.
Okay,
50 seconds to go on the substation timer.
Right. Ruin has obviously had an all call that several pilots have landed on hydroponics just to flip it back. I think it's a stalker close beside you here.
I mean, of course, Ruin Air has the liberty right now to do exactly that. Increasing
like
air-to-air fire from the warp gate from
Oh no,
OHB
Ruin have come to hydroponics, so those numbers have gone up. Yeah, they're back on hydroponics. This timer is live again.
You mean OHB?
This is Ruin. This is OHB's play for winning the game.
But at the same time, they are now at risk of their home base in 10 seconds.
Yeah. But theoretically, if they overcommit on the home base and they keep the SATCOM connection, they can come back on the next secure. There is at least a pathway to victory.
Yeah, OHB fully committing here to the hydroponics cap. Almost the entirety of their team is over here.
I think this is the right play. They're going to take hydroponics and then come back and secure Nexus Alpha while starting Nexus Omega. This is the only way that they stand a chance.
Yeah.
And they've really committed to it.
They could really use some air force to at least draw the attention from the ground pound here from Ruin. Lots of
wow.
OHB sitting inside. I think
Hang
Ruin
on a
will
minute,
let
the
this
pops
thing
don't
through.
make sense here because Nexus Alpha is nearly equal. Is 46%. That there's nearly even pop on Nexus Alpha.
And all the ground pounders are on substation. Like, this is actually fake pop in Ruin here, because that's lots of pilots and
Yeah.
vehicle people. So there should be no infantry push on substation. So Ruin lets, not on substation, hydroponics. So Ruin lets hydroponics through willingly in exchange for timer or Nexus Alpha.
And Argent Pass, and Satcom. But Satcom, they're not going to let them get Satcom. OHB is going
Yeah,
to
I don't think so.
kick them off.
And
But
the-
hydroponics, 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Ruin must like excitement. This is the exciting way to go.
Yes, definitely. Do we have pop? We have no one on Nexus Omega for OHB right now, so they're fighting in cut-off territory. They cannot pull from the map, which is a bit of an issue. And now they have to jump back to Nexus Alpha, so I think the next one to escalate will be Nexus Alpha.
The big pop should go on Nexus Alpha, but some pop needs to go on Nexus Omega for this plan to make any sense. And basically, one person on everything. One person on Granite Head, one person on Nexus Omega.
And OHB successfully, yeah, stopped Alpha.
Oh, dear,
Nicely
Ruin,
done.
This is not the way you want to do this. They stopped everything.
Victory
Except for
has
Satcom.
not eluded
Yeah, they
us.
stopped. What?
Fight
Okay,
hard.
so they didn't manage. So they lured a lot of pop from Ruin into hydroponics right
They've
now.
left hydroponics.
Yeah. So there was
I'm
no
not sure how
backup
that
on
will-
Omega, which is a bit of an issue. Satcom is ticking through without any resistance right now, which is also an issue for OHB.
Okay, they need some smaller 1 or 2 man groups
Yes.
to do this.
They need smaller teams to distribute.
Oh no, same for Ruin. I gotta say, Ruin has just left one guy on hydroponics again. I would not have done that.
Okay, we still have a beacon here.
2
And
guys
we
on
have a
hydroponics.
re-push from Ruin on Alpha. They are close to the point. They're actually making progress. I think OHB, yeah, OHB dropped the ball here. They went away from Alpha
Satcom
too
is
soon.
safe.
Ruin has doubled down on Alpha.
I
So-
don't know where all this pop is in hydroponics. I think there's a drop. Yeah, they're getting hydroponics back.
Enemy medic.
I think someone screwed up. That's what happened.
Yeah, yeah, it's a bit slow though, because Ruin is in control of Alpha, and it's 5.5 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Like, this is borderline suicidal now for OHB timing wise. Meanwhile, OHB offlane team is doing some effort here on Granite Head. Argent Pass? What's going on
Argent
there?
Pass, the guys on Argent Pass are fighting their socks off. OHB keeps stopping them.
Yeah. Is resolved. Hydroponics is resolved, so yeah. They need to kick Ruin off of Alpha.
They need to start the timer on Omega before they go back to kick them off Alpha, if they wanted to do this.
I don't think so. Like, Omega is nice to have, but in the end it's territory control. Like, OHB has the capability to push from substation to tech
No,
plant.
I
to-
agree with you, but they didn't defend Satcom, so I don't think they're playing with territory game.
But then the setup on Omega was missing, so... Also, it's...
I think there's a squad or someone there. They're dropping animals and stuff on Omega, but they're going to have to... And once they get the flip, they need to fully commit on Alpha.
Yeah, it is
we go. Omega's
50-50 on
flipped.
Alpha.
With the squad.
Lots of OHBs are dying outside. I'm not sure what the source is. Okay, Ruin is very aggressive in their hold here on Nexus
Oh my God.
Alpha.
Okay. So, the squad that went for Omega forgot there's other connections to hydroponics, and so it got flipped back after they left.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, so full
They're
force
not playing
redrop
territory, they're
here.
playing Warp Gate.
Yeah, OHB just dropped even more pop into Alpha. They need to stop this right now. Like, honestly, the Omega plan has kind of failed. Like, they're offshore, they have time on the timer. But I would go for territory control in OHB's favor.
They're not doing that. And both teams have got like 1 or 2 people that are doing a fantastic job of slowly getting flipped because their lanes are totally uncontested.
Yeah, the offlane play on both teams is very good. Lots of timers going back and forth is always a sign of people keeping up with what's happening on the map. Right.
OHB are in control of Nexus Alpha.
Yep.
And I mean, this is where it gets really exciting. They've got spawn on Nexus Omega, and as soon as they get the timer on Alpha down low enough, they'll just give up on it and dump on Omega.
It's a timer issue now, so I believe Omega needs to go down to 4:20, and this one, an Alpha needs to hold. I say this, but Ruin is pushing into A point from multiple angles. OHB defenders on Alpha are not enough, they need reinforcements. Ruin is pushing in, that's too soon. That timer is not enough, they still have too much time on Omega. OHB needs to come back 4 minutes against 5 minutes. OHB needs to come back to defend their own Alpha.
To be fair, this looks like a situation where the Ruin players are just out-killing the OHB. It's not like a numbers thing so much.
You say that, but at the same time OHB managed to re-push Alpha all the time so far. And they are still holding the 50-50 on Omega.
Yeah, but Alpha's a 50-50.
Yeah, that's true.
Victory has not eluded us.
So right now the home base timer is in favor for Ruin. OHB needs to kick them off while preserving their cap on Omega. I believe they have committed their strongest shooters into the Omega cap, whittling it down, but at the same time they need those shooters actually here on Alpha. Like, they are running out of time slowly but surely.
Ruin has gone so low on air here, OHB could just retake it if they wanted it.
The holds on for Ruin are very aggressive. I like that very much for them on Alpha. OHB cannot get any access. Okay, I say that, but they are in one of the powerhouses, so they are in position to pincer attack Ruin on point right now. Okay, yeah, OHB has committed all their forces. They got pushed off on Omega. They need to... Yeah, this is the time now, OHB. You need to push in. You have overpopped twice the numbers. You need to get in.
OHB has pushed in with 1 infill. He's going to get flipped.
So Ruin... For Ruin, it was... Omega was too hot. They delegated a lot of forces back to Omega to... they were overpopped twice their numbers on Omega because the 50-50 hold from OHB on Omega was really well.
Did both sides blink?
Yeah, exactly. They neutralized each other. However, the timer is still by 2 minutes in favor of Ruin on the home base.
I mean, that's partly in Ruin's favor for everything here because they've got map control.
Yes.
As soon as hydroponics goes through as well, there's like the map game becomes next to impossible.
Yeah, the map game becomes more and more impossible the more OHB focuses on this home base cap against them, especially if they leave Argent Pass goes through.
If they want to play it really safe now, they just sit on Omega, get it to 0, and then they've won. Because then it's going to be horrific if you're OHB from that point on. But they haven't, and it's back to very small numbers on Omega.
Ruin has reinforced the Argent Pass cap, like they want the whole map for themselves. They said enough with this nonsense, the timers are ticking all against OHB, they cannot make many moves.
Still rain on Omega.
Okay.
Ruin Air sitting here trying to kill the drop pods as they come down.
Yeah, Argent Pass is completely...
Points contested on Omega.
They have to flip on Omega.
Points gone through on Omega.
So...
OHB is ticking.
They still have to defend Alpha though, like in 18 seconds a very angry Russian horde will come down on Alpha.
The platoon lead must be confused. There is one person on Omega's point, and he looks like that it shouldn't be because all the rest of the pop is air above, and so they can't understand why he's losing. And so they've just done an auto strike on 3 people on a point.
Like The OHB dudes need defenders here on Alpha. I'm still staying on Alpha because this timer must not flip right now. It's too soon.
Got eyes on an enemy spawn point.
Well, bad news.
Oh, they're delaying it. They're delaying it. Precious seconds here by the defenders from OHB. Ruin now in control. Is that enough time? 4 minute 48 versus 4 minute 24. Oh my god, it's 20 seconds difference.
But they could just do it one more time and it's the other
They
way.
basically have, like, OHB needs to commit their defenders full force on Alpha, get 20 seconds on the timer without losing Omega. This is ridiculous.
I would like to salute OHB. They are doing considerably better than I thought they would.
This is fucking ballsy, man. But still, 20 seconds against them. They have to commit defenders on Alpha without losing the Omega cap. This is such a hard decision. Who do you send? How many do you send? What do you commit without losing the Omega cap?
Beacons going up on Alpha?
So we switch. Okay, yeah, here Rune comes in Omega. They want to pounce on this one with maxes and everything.
OHB's ready for it. They stepped up 2 beacons on Alpha. They're going to jump everyone back over if they get kicked.
The Rune Max is rushing in on Omega, trying to decimate the OHB attackers.
And Alpha, the Alpha's backed. OHB as well.
They neutralized each other once again. Okay. I mean,
You are better than
in
this.
the end,
Show them.
if this is the constant happening for 15 more minutes, Ruin will win by territory control. So, the ball is in OHB's part of the field right now. They need to make the more aggressive holds, the stronger holds basically, and get more time on the timer. I think that was a difference of like 5 seconds.
User in your channel timed out.
Okay, user in the channel timed out. I believe Glyn has just lost power, which means I will be alone here. I tried to cover it as much as I can, guys, but since we cannot split between Omega and Alpha, I have to fly around a lot and look at the map. Sorry that you won't see much action infantry-wise. So yeah, Rune is back in control on Alpha, while OHB is not in control of Omega, further widening the gap, the time gap on both timers here. OHB needs to defend Alpha right now. One lone Mozzie from OHB trying to kill a bus, while at the same time getting desied and sniped by tanks. So, okay, OHB recommitted lots of... They have overpop on Omega, but they don't have the point. They are not in control of the point. While on Alpha, Ruin is sitting very comfortably on control here. They are even so aggressive they are pushed out to the spawn room. OHB needs secondary spawn options. Like, they need to clear the vehicles around the base on Alpha and get multiple angles for spawn options so they can flank Ruin.
Victory
A
has
push from the
not
spawn room
eluded
is too
us.
predictable
Fight
for Ruin.
harder.
They are too good in order for this to work. Let's see, Powerhouse on the south side has a few red dots. Let's look at this. Not making much progress. Okay, OHB is back in favor, but the gap on Omega, but the gap has widened now to over 1 minute and 20. So basically OHB has to defend Nexus Alpha for 1 minute 20 without losing the Omega cap. And that's a tough nut to crack. OHB here trying to make progress. Vehicle terminal is destroyed. I believe they want to repair this one. But they don't have an Engie. They don't have an Engie to repair the terminal. So no spawns. Also Ruin Air now above. Like, this looks like a stranglehold here by Ruin, honestly. Like, a Ruin shield. Okay. Interesting. I don't know why. Point was temporarily flipped, but Ruin rotated. Yeah, like, as much as I can give credit to OHB to still go for that Omega cap, the stranglehold on Alpha is looking more and more severe. It seems like OHB is running out a bit out of options.
I have good news and bad news. I found my power cable now, but I'm having to log back in.
Yeah, welcome back. I thought when I heard the that you disconnected, the power was off. So for you as well, Nexus Omega is still ticking in OHB's favor, but for them it's 4 minutes on the clock, while Alpha, Nexus Alpha is 1 minute 40 on the clock for Ruin, and the Ruin hold on Nexus Alpha looks really disgusting.
100% hold, or
Yeah, they are
50-50?
literally sitting outside the spawn room. Ruin sitting
Okay.
outside the spawn room and locking it down. Okay, OHB now shows up with tanks from the south side, getting a few more options as spawn. This comes a bit too late, like they should have done that 3 minutes ago, honestly. This whole base should be surrounded by OHB buses, if I'm honest, but they kind of dropped the ball on that in the logistics part.
Has OHB done what they need to in terms of points anyway now?
Well, that's a good question. They have 186 points, that's not a lot. Not gonna lie, I am not sure if that is enough accumulation to actually go through on one win. I'm not even sure that now. Oh god, I really can't tell you, man.
Okay,
That-
don't
that-
worry, we'll look at the spreadsheet later.
Yeah. The predictions are so hard to do with all the other matches running. It really depends on a few points in between everyone. It might be enough. It would then be close to 900. It might be enough for OHB to stay in. 20 seconds to go. OHB committing an orbital. Second orbital coming in, this time from Ruin on the spawn room.
Yeah, which is going to probably hold up for another 10 seconds.
Yeah.
This is
So,
probably enough.
chapeau to OHB. Going for the ballsy play. Was a bit iffy here and there. But they pressured Ruin pretty hard with that decision. Like, Ruin was flustered. Definitely. Well, GG everybody. Ruin takes this with a home base capture. But this was anything but, well, a stomp. Like, OHB fought very well in this one.
Does OHB actually have anyone that would come for an interview?
Yeah, we do have interview partners from both teams. Kraper from Ruin should join us. I have to distribute the passwords, and I believe Jones and someone else is joining for OHB. I'm switching over to PSP TeamSpeak.
User joined your channel.
All right. So while we wait for team or outfit representatives to come for OHB and Ruin, let's have a look in game. Are there any matches concluded? This is okay. This is the first match to be concluded. KOTV Chimp is in prep phase, I believe, or has started. Yeah, should have started 7 minutes ago. C and FU are still in the match, and Dick and XPLA should have started 7 minutes ago as well. So the Boneheads, the OHB dudes have now 2-2 with 951 points, which is quite a lot. Ruin has 1000 points. Hello, guys. Is that how you pronounce the name?
Yeah, just Juice or Gus
Juice.
or
Okay.
whatever you want. Hello, hello.
Yeah, hello. You're for OHB here, right?
Yes.
Okay, then we're gonna wait for Graper for Rune.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Jones in as well. He's not that technologically advanced.
Alrighto.
I see Creeper is on. He's still in the welcome channel.
Yeah, I sent the password to him, but I can do it here as well. So while we wait, there, Graper is here.
GG,
Yes,
Creeper.
hello.
Yeah, GG guys. I guess we can start. Jones can just join in once he figures out the tech. Yeah, GG to both of you. That was a very interesting match to watch. A ballsy move there from OHB, I must say. When was the moment in the game you decided to go for their home base?
I think it was in the moment that we started losing our grip on hydroponics. I think the Nexus secure that was being kept as well. We saw it all falling before our eyes. The other squads, I think, was Alpha and Charlie, just were defending whole time. Bravo squad kept pushing for their own Nexus. We tried to make it work. The timers were off, unfortunately, and yeah, it was also very stressful before the match, of course, getting the players together. But yeah, I think that's where it went a little bit downhill. There was still hope, but definitely went downhill.
I mean, valiant effort there. Like Glyn and me were very what's it called?
Pessimistic?
No, the other way, the good way. Not optimistic, but we were very impressed by your move, like by the decision itself.
Oh yeah, during the game, we were very impressed by that. It was like going, this could actually work.
Yeah, so Creeper, for Ruin, were you guys just as surprised as Glyn and me were when you realized they're actually going for your home base?
Well, of course, it was a little bit of surprise, but I would say it's just like mostly like a failure now. Said that we didn't really manage to commit properly on the defense of our home, substation secure base. Still, that push for the enemy nexus, especially with the redrops that we like had to counter both with air and infantry, was quite interesting to play against.
It is not a situation you come by that often, to be sure. Maybe for Creeper, did the match progress as you intended it to be, or were there more than one surprise in this match for you?
Well, I would say personally for me as a squad leader, there was a surprise attack for the Bitter Gorge because we sort of did not expect for enemies to properly commit. Initially, there weren't that many vehicles from their side, so we just thought it was going to be like a ghost cap. But then, when the vehicles arrived, we like had to allocate some forces to deal with it. Well, in the end, we managed to cap it, and as well as the middle base. But it was for the cost of the tech plan that we didn't even commit at all. So they basically get it for free.
Hello, guys.
Hello, Mr. Nidas. I believe you are here for OHB as well. Then let's.
They sending me because they want to laughing at me like always because I'm from Poland and they don't believe on my English, but yeah.
No, that's totally fine. We don't. We have no opinions about other people's English here. Like, it is a secondary language for every one of us. Well, almost everyone. But
yeah, it's almost a struggle with English when it's their primary.
So, straight up question for OHB. While you have lost, it was the valiant effort. What do you take from this match? Like, are you completely devastated how it ended? Did you expect actually a better outcome for you guys, or like what is the difference between expectations and result basically for you?
I'll take the lead on this one, and then I'll let Nidus add on to me. I think the expectation it wasn't necessarily higher. I think the expectation in communication was a little bit higher than yeah we expected to be it higher, but it wasn't. The squad leads did their best, the force commander as well, and I think in communication we were definitely lacking. The plays, the individual plays of individual squads and players were phenomenal at points, from what I could witness. But yeah, I think definitely the communication could have been way better. But I wouldn't say that we expected the result to be much better. I think we did pretty well. And yeah, Nidus, if you have anything to add, please do.
Yeah, if I can say something, in my opinion, I'm really happy we gathered up 48 people against Ruin. In my opinion, that's very, very nice. The second thing is Ruin is playing the most no incredible level. Like they are such a fucking good players. That's the truth, in my opinion. And I'm really happy to fighting against them. And that's it. No, they are good. They are winning. We're trying to do something, trying to back up, but no, the better guys winning. That's the truth. What I can say more, we do whatever what we can do, and we're playing very well in my opinion. We do everything what we supposed to do, but no, they are better, and that's it.
That
Yeah,
is
I definitely think Brune's air game was also very strong.
And at least if I can say something, Cyper, amazing air playing, really amazing air control in my opinion, amazing, a beautiful gaming in the air, really.
Thank you.
nice
And I
compliment.
wish you luck. I really wish you luck in the top outfits. I hope you get like first place or maybe one. I wish you this.
Uh, Good transition to my next topic. Yes, the top 8. So Ruin will make it. As far as I can see, it will be Ruin versus FRMD in the top 8. For OHB, you still, I believe, have a chance, but it depends on the amount of points the other teams will rake in here right now, I believe. So
Yep.
I'm not sure. The other teams are not yet concluded. I'm trying to update it live in game all the time, but so far the matches are still like the FU versus C match is still running. It seems like it seems to be a very close match.
If someone joined to dig and delete Xpla Gaming, maybe we can get a chance to, get a top
Yeah.
8. But I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, that's another thing. Whether XPLA, the Ghost Fit, manages to actually reach the top 8 or not. We will see that in about 15 minutes, I believe. So, yeah. If, let's say, both of your teams make it to the top 8, what do you take from this game into the top 8? Maybe starting with Ruin. Is there anything that you want to improve on or anything that you did really well in your opinion?
Yeah, I think our opponents did great with the splitting us up, especially for those cutoff gaxes, because I think it's quite hard to get the proper transitioning in logistics if you're outmatched in the air. But our opponents did it. I think I personally had to call out several Valkyries that were flying to our nexus for time to time to our pilots and to other players. So I would say we need to work on the getting with the sort of maybe some ghost caps, and of course reacting properly to threats to our home bases.
Just in, FUC has concluded with a win for Freelancers Union, and they have less points than you, OHB. So OHB, what do you take from this match to the top 8?
I definitely think that we take from this match that we need better communication, better structure. Also, I have to do a big shout out to Jones because I must say that yesterday we had 3 signups on the sheet, and he somehow managed to increase it to 48.
Yeah, that is impressive.
People from Miller and Emerald that came in last second because it was just screaming from the mountain from Jones, and it was heard by people from Emerald, B-Way, of course, Big D, and all the other people that played with us. I want to give a big shout out. So I think also because we didn't play with players that we usually play with, that joined us for this match. Yeah, because the planning, of course, of this match is terrible considering the Christmas and other celebrations. But yeah, that's just one thing I wanted to say, and I think we do have to take that with us. That if we do make the top 8, then of course the planning ahead, and yeah, it just has to be way better. Same for the communication.
In my opinion, like the OHB is like the old fish who just gather up the summon people calling it like a toxic, a trash people, a troller people, but if you speak to each other, you understand there's like the normal dudes who just trying to make a fun playing on this game. And I'm really happy to join at this outfit, I mean like the OHB, because I got a lot of fun. Even if I'm losing. Better to lose a better player than you than losing on the, really it's like the very nice school and testing your whole experience of this game. And Ruin, very nice skill, very nice gaming, GG, well played. And yeah, I wish you luck, boys. Really, I hope you're getting top 2 or maybe first place. Never afraid to push. Never afraid. Just play like today. Really, against NC, LPS, FFS, Formido, DT. Just do what you're doing against us. Play aggressive. Amazing logistic. Amazing air. That's I want to say at least. Sorry.
Okay, thank you very much for your kind words.
Well, that
We'll
was
do our
a
best.
nice conclusive statement there. I have to tone it down a bit. Glenn, do you have any last words for this matchup? Because I want to jump into KOTV versus
I think we
Chimp.
should jump to the next one. The vid will probably cover it for
we
them.
ending.
Yeah.
Yes.
So thanks
Yep.
again, guys, for your nice performances, for the nice conclusive words. Very, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for the casting as well, and Draper, thank you for the match. You
Yeah,
beat Ruin.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
thank you guys as well.
Yes.
We wish
to
you
the
luck,
casters.
guys, on Ruin. We wish you very luck. Trust
Yep.
us.
All right, so with this, we have a short break. I have to do some diddly-do, and then we will be back online for KOTV versus Chimp. Stay tuned.